If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. These are cherished people. These are great people. Leave them alone. Warning. The Nigerian government better move fast before it's too late. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Michael.
Thank you, Caroline. President Trump has threatened to go into Nigeria guns a-blazing if Nigeria's government does not stop the killing of Christians in that country. Has the White House heard back from Nigeria's government on this threat?
As the president stated, Michael, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the United States will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may take action to wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities, especially against innocent women and children. I don't have any further announcements on that for you today, but I can assure you the President of the United States is watching this situation unfold very closely, as is our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio.
Because they are not used against the countries because of the interests of foreign countries.
The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is well appraised of the level of anxiety created by the designation of our country as a country of particular concern, or CPC, by the U.S. government, and the threats of military action by the President of the United States, following a wrong perception and misrepresentation of the security challenges in our country. Of nationals and the National Assembly, because this would mean a great shift in the third point of Nigeria, have taken note of the position of the government of the United States of America on Nigeria over the alleged violations of religious freedom here. Nigeria faces long-standing security challenges that have impacted Christians and Muslims alike.
Recent external claims suggesting systemic religious persecution in Nigeria are unfounded. The recent designation of Nigeria as country of particular concern based on speculations of religious persecution is fundamentally misinformed. It misrepresents Nigeria's secular constitutional order and its records in protecting religious freedom, Nigeria's demographic balance, approximately equal Christian and Muslim populations, its interwoven communities, and its functioning multi-religious democracy.
A leading Muslim cleric has urged Nigeria to cut ties with the United States over President Donald Trump's threat of military action. At the weekend, Trump warned of possible military action, with guns a-blazing, if Nigeria failed to crack down on what he called the killing of large numbers of Christians by Islamist insurgents. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has pushed back against accusations of religious intolerance and defended his country's efforts to protect religious freedom. While Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff said on Monday that what the country faces is terrorism, not the persecution of Christians. In Nigeria's northern Kano state on Tuesday, cleric Ahmed Gumi said Nigeria should warn Trump to retract his threat.
Because it's a direct threat, even ordering the Pentagon to be ready to attack Nigeria for what? The president should retract such threat, or else we sever our relationship with America until when Americans will have the sense to elect a president that is civil.
Trump has also said his administration would immediately halt all aid and assistance to Nigeria. The Nigerian government has said it would welcome U.S. help in fighting insurgent groups as long as its territorial integrity is respected. Foreign Minister Yusuf Tuga in Germany on Tuesday emphasized his country's constitutional commitment to religious freedom and the rule of law.
This is what guides us, and this is what shows that it's impossible for there to be a religious persecution that can be supported in any way, shape, or form by the government of Nigeria at any level.
Nigeria, Africa's most populous country with more than 200 million people, is divided between the largely Muslim north and mostly Christian south. Insurgent groups such as Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province have wrought havoc in the country for more than 15 years. Thousands of people have been killed, but the attacks have largely been confined to the majority Muslim northeast of the country. Research from U.S. crisis monitoring group Escalate shows that out of 1,923 attacks on civilians in Nigeria so far this year, the number of those targeting Christians because of their religion stood at 50. A senior research analyst at Escalate said recent claims circulating in some U.S. right-wing circles that as many as 100,000 Christians had been killed in Nigeria since 2009 are not supported by available data.
I thought they are still on the...
Fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.